Hello guys, this is Punisher World. Hope you're all doing well. And tonight we're playing some more Final Fantasy 16. Really enjoying the game so far, especially playing it on Xbox. Again, massive thank you to Just Dibs at Square Enix. A very awesome person, and I've met him at a few. I think I met him at a few gaming events as well. So. Very nice guy. Stream will be up in roughly about 10 minutes. I'll catch you in 10 minutes. Hello guys, hope you're all doing well. It's Punisher World. We're going to be doing Final Fantasy for a few hours. Can't do a late stream tonight because I've got work in the morning, so I'll probably stream till 12:30. So let's dive in. Alright, the hideaway. Yeah, I'm going to stream till about either 12:30 or 1 AM. I ain't decided yet. What's it there? Roots of a labour. Yeah, I really do appreciate everyone that lurks in the streams and supports me on YouTube and Twitch, guys.
You think it's alright to touch him?
I need to go downstairs. Not actually downstairs in real life, but downstairs on the game. So. Yeah, so the plan for the future, until I finish Final Fantasy 16, I'll be doing at least 2 streams a week for Final Fantasy with a bonus stream. So, no.
Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off.
Alright there, Lex. Hope you are good.
Well, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as
Yeah,
you
just
like,
got
in
back
fact.
from work, so.
She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Why not? I'm sure they'll be pleased.
It'd be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their
Yeah, no
share,
worries,
I'll see
dude.
to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory.
Martel apples.
You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. Doing the best I can with, say, real life stuff happening. Well, that was weird.
Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still. Explain that. And you say
Yeah, I'm
Sid
pretty
built
much,
this place. Perhaps they're old enough for the sins of
Yeah, we're all not doing too bad. I'm on morning shifts the next few days, so.
So Mather's all right.
Curse breakers.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here.
My dad's not the best.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'll have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Yeah, mum's alright. It's just my dad's.
To curdle your guts.
You might have to go to. You might have to go to a place that he doesn't want to go to.
A gift from...
Blimey.
His
he's taken it
bipolar's
back.
got worse.
I haven't
so-
seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the...
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all our...
Oh yeah, mum's alright. It's just my dad's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a while before
Tell the man
he
down in
gets
the
better.
backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Yeah, we're all not doing too bad.
And their compliments.
I'm not gonna do any
Very fond of
more
Martel.
videos until
They
Monday.
remembered
So
her. After all these years, I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel.
I've got one more video to do for Carex, and then
She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to
then I
rest
gotta
until
do
we had
2
fruit sweet enough
videos
to enjoy.
for.
And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown
And I
tree.
gotta do 2 videos for
Martel lives on
that
through the fruit it
submerged
bears.
game.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her.
But I need to
Had you
check
not kept it alive.
how to find
Something
stuff
to be proud
on
of.
the game first.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Here we go. Yeah, so overall not too bad. Okay, so all these looks like they're off limits for the moment. Oh yeah, they'll get soon. They'll get ready. They'll get better eventually. So.
Do you think it was wise?
Yeah, I'm probably going to be streaming to about 12:30 tonight. So won't be a long stream because I've got work at 9 AM.
I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I was quite surprised when I saw that
I always knew that I
my
would return one day.
video for RX got a decent amount of views.
Return to
So.
Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
Yeah, just goes 1 second. Need to pop to the loo for a sec. Right, I'm back. Here we go.
Come on.
Blood mines.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Yeah, so we're gonna...
This one. Go for it.
Right. Yeah, I'll be back to the normal streams of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So. I'm not sure how long I'll be doing the keeping to the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday after, but we shall see.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing, we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
Really?
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
Yeah.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right. I heard you the first time.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Really?
Don't they just?
The Empire's going down.
The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
We're going hunting for outlaws. How do you like that?
There was a time my husband might have stood up to those men. Though back then, he wouldn't have needed to.
Alright, so we go to here.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now.
The Black Shields,
You seen
eh?
them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shield. Can't say I ever saw one
Shame,
before.
shame they all going
Was this
down.
the first time they visited the village?
Well, what do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know,
How'd you get it?
but we need to find out.
Alright.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
And never come
I
back.
don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Yeah, overall, definitely enjoying the game so far.
Sorry,
Again, massive thank you to
It's
Ibs
nothing.
at Square Enix for
we still
supplying the
don't know
code.
who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosaria would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Alright. I'm all good. Just feet ache a bit from work, so. Alright, so we need to get down that way. So we need to get round there. Okay, we need to get over the bridge then.
No use calling Ambrosia now. Good girl.
Achievement unlocked. When you ride alone.
Careful.
More of my mother's men.
Is that really supposed to stop me? Yeah, so they didn't stand a chance, did they? Right, what's this here?
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
Yeah,
You were
the
told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are, and still, you would bear your steel. Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true Shield of Rosaria.
Got the best they got. I ain't broke a sweat.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Really?
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Yeah, mate, for the docks. Yeah, so yeah, I'm probably gonna stick to my streams then when I've got my days off. So the only reason I did it this week, so I had a long week last week. So.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
What the? That's sick. They've just hung the branded.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her.
Yep.
This.
Clive's mother is Not very nice.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it.
Okay, Clive, you've got work to do. You gotta figure out what your annoying mother decided to do.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
El Sildor. Yeah, so we've got to... They really messed up the...
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Come on. Yeah, I've checked if there's any new games that are coming out next few weeks, but none have taken my fancy.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
You know what? Oh, we can't use.
Help me here.
Can't use Ambrosia.
This is no time to ride.
Yeah, so we can't use the Horus or the Chuckaboo, or actually we can.
Let's go. Someone's brave.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Yeah, really appreciate all the alerts and everything, guys. Cheers, no legs for always popping in my stream when he can. Go over here and you get that sparkly thing. No, I'm not decided what the...
That's the main gate.
I decided that Monday, Tuesday will be more Final Fantasy streams. But I ain't decided what Wednesday stream will be. So. I'll decide at some point. So.
Have mercy.
You shall not pass.
Voice-ridden dogs they are. You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
Oh, getting that
crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your sties!
Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
Okay,
I
so
suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. And Lazarus.
right, so yeah, I really do appreciate everyone that stopped by the stream, like I said.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
Also, I might be buying some new PC parts next week, because that's when the Prime sale starts. But only if
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
yeah, so the only parts new for my PC now is the case, motherboard, and the memory, and obviously Windows 11. Howdy ho, Ray. Hope you are good. Cheers for stopping by the stream. Playing some Final Fantasy 16 on the Xbox. Yeah, cheers for stopping by the stream. Did you pet Torgal yet? Yeah, of course.
You alright, boy?
Yeah, I've already unlocked the achievement for petting Torgal 10 times. I think I've got the achievement. There you go. There you go. There you go. You can pet the dog. Pet Torgal 5 times. Yeah, I really like the this game's pretty fun actually. Even though I played this on the PlayStation, when I get to the DLC, I won't have played that. So they did a good job. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm not sure how far I am in the story, but I think I'm like 20 hours in.
I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Yeah, I think I'm about 20 hours in, or just less than that.
Not abandoned then.
Not abandoned.
Oi! Visitors!
They do know they've messed with the wrong people.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Yeah, they do know they mess with the wrong people, don't they? Also, yeah, I got myself the Yeah, I really appreciate you stopping by on screen. Yeah, I'm going to stick to my 10 o'clock slot though for my streams. Until things change anyway, so.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
Yeah, all good.
Founder.
Yeah, the
It is. So wait.
I heard some news that Helldivers is coming to Xbox in August, Ray.
We can speak inside.
So obviously they're friends. Yeah, I'm not sure of the what they're going to do that.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us. Though we didn't go far.
Yeah, I'm still
And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep
yeah,
the
I'm pretty
Duchess'
much
few remaining bearers
pretty
out of
much
the
my
Imperial's
streams going
clutches.
forward until I finish Final Fantasy 16.
We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Just doing 2 Final Fantasy streams a week and then concentrating. Then the third stream is just an extra random game that I can stream.
My mother. But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for
Because the
bearers
DLC I never actually played,
you wouldn't
so
have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
on Final Fantasy 16. So
No
obviously
offense, my
once
lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready.
yeah, I've got Donkey Kong Bonanza coming on July the 17th.
This
so
is their main host.
that's going to be fun to play that.
If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else.
Also, I've got a few new
If I do
games.
nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours.
Yes.
We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name.
Yeah,
It cannot be allowed to continue.
Ben Starr did a real good job with the voiceover for
We must.
Clive.
So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing lots of awesome games this year. So.
Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
Sir
With
Wade.
pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a
Speak.
good quartermaster.
Speak with Sir Wade.
In the flesh. Saw him once when I was your age. Had that same...
There's Sir Wade.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the
Definitely,
bridge without fear of
I might
being
give
overrun.
Helldivers a try,
While the
but
Black
I'm
Shields
not
have an
100%.
advantage in
So
numbers, you see.
I might
They
just
prefer
wait for it to
fight
go
in
on
small
sale.
units, which we can use to our advantage.
Obviously, I'm saving from my PC, so I only need 3 parts from my
Now that
PC
I
now.
have you
So
and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrive, that was your plan.
Right,
You haven't
just gotta
changed a bit.
put on the stream when I'm streaming till.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Yeah, streaming till 12:30 AM. So.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace.
I love streaming
Putting
to
an
both
end to the Black
things.
Shields.
And so we shall.
Alright, black and white, let's do it. Party member. Yeah, I think my goal on Twitch at the moment is to get affiliate back, so.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Cool that we got a chocobo now.
Look at me sideways. How was that?
Yeah, the black shields are going down. Do not worry, good people.
Bastard, the lucky.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us
Yes.
that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields?
More like the black
And
sheep.
Die along with your flame! For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Yeah, come on, get some.
Fight their battles for them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a wyvern, are we?
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't stand flattered.
Come on. Oh, we got a
noble stand.
We got a dragoon.
Albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point.
Yeah, again, thank you, Ray, for
that
stopping by the
this
stream.
land
Really do appreciate it.
is in dire need of cleansing.
I always love the music in Final Fantasy. They always hit it at the back.
So wait! There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this. We finish him. Nice try. Get him.
Ooh. Got him. Yeah, there's a lot of fighting in this game, but that's a good thing.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battle to preserve the flame that
we're
was,
gonna
but every foe we fell
seek
and
justice.
springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith.
Yeah, my overall goal is to grow a bit more, so...
Think we should form a sound strategy, my lord.
Quest complete. Level 26. Yeah, I'm gonna try and keep upgrading my weapons as well.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning.
Lord Byron
was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained.
Right, I'm just gonna be back in 5.
Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised
Yeah,
if
let
he
me just
refuses
get
you
the light on.
audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
The burnt blade from Suez.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know.
Yeah, sorry it's a bit longer than
Go on now,
expected,
my
but
lord.
overall not too bad. Yeah, it's been a long day at work today, so. Rosfield Manor.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
Yes.
Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshard. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still?
Yes.
Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my
Yeah,
dear
game's
boy,
going pretty well.
It's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary.
Yeah,
Never
it's
did
going
you
pretty
play Sir Crandall.
going pretty well, so.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. we dine immediately.
But Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
Yeah, no worries, dude. It's all good.
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Viceroy, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed.
Going pretty well.
Quite what, I don't know, but
obviously there's a lot of battles
all we
to
knew
go.
is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged
Just
with
goes for
governing
one,
this
so I just
town,
need to pop to the
and
left.
thus must maintain the illusion of obedience.
Okay. There we go.
That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother.
Yeah, I'm overall not too bad.
All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
These are fair.
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
Yeah, so we're...
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Oh, that sucks. Another actor has died today. Julian McMahon. He was he's in the Fantastic Four movies,
isn't she?
As Doctor Doom.
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Yeah, it's definitely. I was only 56 as well.
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice.
Nice officers insisted every
Because once
game
they
shown
learned
at
that
the
the
Xbox
lash
showcase
would not
in
move
June
me,
is safe.
they turned it on those who could.
Yeah.
And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's.
Yes, so far
I
so
removed myself from the
good.
truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it,
Yeah, I'm not sure how far I am in the game.
anything at all.
I think I'm like... You don't know how long you are in the game until you get to a certain part in the game, so...
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just
right.
Promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Okay. Turn to the hideaway. Yeah, so I think I'm about... Yeah, see, we haven't really scratched the surface yet.
Could probably make an educated guess.
After all, this game is pretty big, so...
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
Same way they never heard about us.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know
Yeah,
what to
so
expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy.
Yeah,
And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their
yeah,
worship
so
for
there's
the means
lots
to
to
fill
do in the
wash
game.
tubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them...
Hello, MG. Yes, part 7, yeah.
A few short days
Yeah,
later,
it's going to be a lot of
the
parts
Crusaders
in this
landed
game.
on the
so.
island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's
After all,
grasp.
this game is pretty big.
Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course.
Also, I'm
but to
like
no
doing
avail.
these in like
I
two
doubt more
to
than a
3 hour
handful of Duchy
streams.
men
That's
have
probably
set
why
foot on
it's
its
taking a lot
shores in your
longer.
lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity.
Yeah, because I'm sure this game is like when I finished it on the PlayStation.
The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood.
I'm sure it's 40 to 60 hours at least. So.
Continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals. Or
Well,
die
Final
trying.
Fantasy games are never short games.
My
So.
father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria.
Yeah, I had a busy day at
Sacked the
work,
capital,
so
killed
pretty much
the men,
I finished at
captured
9
the
o'clock,
women,
got back from work
including
about
Jill.
20 to 10,
I'd say you'd be forgiven for
and then
wanting a
started
little
streaming at 10.
revenge, Clive.
So.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Yeah, I'm hoping for your sake that Hull get over that transfer embargo with the way, because I saw it. Saw it the other day.
There are new billets being posted every day.
Clive!
Is something wrong?
And if I'm honest, he ain't been... Normally, only something's getting him down. It's like he's lost his... But I'm thinking he might if...
Right. I think I will help.
But if he doesn't...
All right. Now, wait a bit.
Let's do that side quest. There's lots of side quests to do in this game, so. Speak of platform.
I could have sworn we had a few.
Yeah, I heard it's something to do with Aston Villa or something. Something to do with the
I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Louis Barry
Oh,
loan
this?
or something. They
It's
didn't
Vallis
pay
Thea,
Villa the
a
money or
culinary
something.
pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old...
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm a
okay.
hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes? Fad!
So,
A beast, no doubt.
Does the book say anything else?
Well,
Yeah,
only that the
so
sweetest
yeah,
violets
next
sprout
week I'll be back
the
to the
bed of
normal
roses.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday streams. So.
Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Oh, I know about transfer embargo. 'Cause at one point, Blues had a transfer embargo, which not anymore. I know we've got actual decent owners. So.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business.
Yeah, he doesn't want
to go and do.
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil, shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Karen and I
Birmingham City got some decent owners now.
goods,
So.
and she
Ones
shows me
that
what
have
the competition's
actually
up to.
help our
Interesting
clubs.
arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit.
Yeah, I got the new Birmingham City kit coming in. New Birmingham City top coming in next week. So.
Now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You You got what you
Yeah,
came
well,
for.
it's not going to be a late one tonight because I've got work at 9 AM tomorrow. So. You could say your owners.
Thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of
Your
nature.
owners are on par with
Like
the
a
Cardiff owners.
Storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Speak with Karen, eh?
Monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's not a...
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
Alright.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe... Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our Roman worker.
Not been too bad.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets.
Obviously a
See if I
long
can't
day at work.
sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Use the hunt board. So it looks like we're gonna track down a griffin. Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna track down a griffin.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
Typical nobles.
Right.
Ah, yes. I'll stick with Nectar. The hunt board.
Right.
It's where just because they can't be dealt with when they're... Right. The people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the blight and the war.
Yeah, so
The
it
last thing they need is
appears
fiends terrorizing
that
on top of everything else.
griffin might
So
be a
if the curse
couple.
breakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Yeah, I'm not 100% on. It's more of a part. More of a It's good that it's coming to Xbox though. Ask about Griffin sightings. Yeah, I'm only streaming until 12:30. So. Because with me being at work, I start work at 9:30. So. Okay, so I've just got an email saying that right, we become human, Brandon Chant and Amelia Rose will be at MCM London. Sadly, not going to MCM London. I'm going to the Birmingham one. Alright, so that's that done. That looks like a griffin to me. Okay, so location. Yeah, not bad. Okay. You here? Yeah, I'm right there though, but how do you access it? Okay. You hear say you're going down the hunt griffin. Especially a horrible one for the local. Oh. does me. All right. Yeah, so it's well, it's only 16 degrees, so
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here.
You're used to an email. No, you did.
Thank you.
Stay sharp.
After what the Empire did to bastards of, I'd be daft to stay.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
yes, causing lots of trouble. Yeah, so blacksmith blues. So. I'll locate the griffin, but I'm not sure. That's right. Oh yeah, I think the main thing is our the houses are to keep the heat in. So. Oh, we got some scorpions.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Over here!
Yeah, well, I haven't got too many like. I ain't got too many like code booners. So.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how I'll do this.
Did you?
I did.
Not sure how to do this thing. So.
You wouldn't be wrong.
Sometime later. Doesn't look very appetizing, does it?
Chance's stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat one.
I'm not hungry, he says.
Well,
yeah, it doesn't look very appetizing though, does it?
Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. and yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes.
Yeah, Clive did a good idea not
It takes a
tasting the
moment
food.
to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted
anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
Yeah, but weren't you nearly choking on it?
Welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway.
Yeah, good luck with that.
And Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
Yeah, let's leave his stew alone. We'll leave him to stew it. Use a hunt board to locate the griffin.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
Yeah, so we want to try and get this griffin done. Yeah, no worries, dude. I'll be, next week's streams will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so back to the normal 10 o'clock slot. So. Yeah, so it says we gotta...
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear about these guardians of the flame?
Yeah, so... Blacksmith Blues. Just a bit confused with this quest. Right. Need fast travel to Lost Wing. Head through Cutler's Gate.
Good day to you, Sid.
Okay, so we need to go that way.
The crystals we get from the tailor all but work.
You're quite talented with that rod of yours.
I've caught my share with it.
Yeah, so we're gonna locate the griffin. Right, so all right. Yeah, so far so good. Am I going the wrong way? Yes. Yeah, sometimes the map's not the easiest to read, so. Alright. I believe this is the right way now. Yeah, I'm not sure how far I am in the game, guys, but the load is in there. Alright. 2 gil. Where's this griffin? Is that griffin? No. Just a dragon. Right, so whereabouts is this griffin, eh? Right, so alright, where's this griffin? It says head towards southeast towards the Court Noir River Gate. There you'll need to defeat the griffin. Okay, so down here.
Time to fight. Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew. You deserve a rest.
Alright. 2 gil. Oh, there's the griffin. Doesn't it? I'll take it to rank 20, that is. Oh, it's level 28. Oh, that's good. He's level 28 and I'm only level 23. Yeah, so these... Yeah, so pretty much the notorious monsters are a lot tougher. And they do hurt.
Is something there, boy? Could that be our man?
Maybe. He sure hit us hard, didn't he?
Are you alright?
That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow.
More likely than not.
The name's...
Not so lowly from... Do you remember selling to him?
She's bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Didn't stop her bot. She sent you for...
It's not her who sent me.
Right. Yeah, the notorious monsters are a lot tougher. So. Then again, that's why the notorious monsters.
Consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art, and not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would.
Yeah, I'm just going to finish off this quest and then I'm going to call the stream now.
You send your blacksmith
But I
my
will
regards.
be
Will do.
playing more of this on Monday and Tuesday. I'll put...
Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
And with a bit of luck, Clive might even find... How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this. Along with his regards.
Treated leather.
You're joking.
You're joking.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around.
Yeah, so
Turns out
pretty
he's from
much this
Tabor.
guy
And again, most leather workers
done
are.
pretty well.
But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Oh.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea. Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely.
Oh dear.
Don't get me started on how much oiling this leather
Aston
would
Villa Chelsea will
I reckon
find
I
by
can
you
make
way
something
for
about as good,
breaching
something a
financial.
Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. Nah, it wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Rake Slayer gear recipes unlocked. Return design draft for Drake Slayer gear. Design drafts not new crafting options at that hammer.
Clive? What's that for you, dear?
And?
Right. I'm just going to save it because I want to call the stream there, but I will be back streaming next week, guys. I can tell you in advance when I'm streaming, so Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah, back streaming Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Cheers everybody that stopped by the stream today, really do appreciate it. And look forward to seeing you next week. So long, guys, and have a wonderful weekend, because unfortunately I've got to work this weekend, so see you soon.